And there we go, we're inverted, just like that. First try. Check this out. Even in some wind, we have that GPS assisted flight mode. The scale RC helicopter world continues to get better and better, seemingly month to month now, because we can bring insane level of details down to a smaller, more affordable scale than what has previously been in the past, also packed full of tons of technology. And you know, it makes me look like a pro to the bystanders when really it's just flying like a GPS drone. I'm not going to say that very loud so they don't know that. They think I'm a really good pilot and I'm flying an Airwolf upside down. How stinking cool is that? Now, if you're a fan of the channel, the RC Airwolf has made it to the channel before, but it was by a different brand. Sometimes we see these very, very popular RCs come out under different brands. And until you've had them in your hands and in the air, it's very difficult to know which one is better. And a lot of times the only thing we have to go off of is the price. So we're here to fly and feature both of these brands and let you know our thoughts and opinions. So without further ado, let's power this on and have some fun. I mean, you can flip this upside down, take your hands off the controls. This is hands-free, guys. And just make yourself look like a really good pilot and you're flying the Airwolf. This is a really awesome helicopter. Hello?
Hey, are you guys on a video?
If you don't care, yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
we should only be 15-20 minutes tops. Thank you very much.
Thanks, man.
Down and out on both sticks, that'll start the motor. And it's not every day we get to fly an Airwolf helicopter. Throttle up. Here we go. Nice. Yeah, so basically, from the looks of this one and on paper, everything's pretty much identical to the one that we previously flew on the channel. Sometimes you might just be more of a fan of one company over the other, so there is that. But also, price is a big factor. Oftentimes, we see Abby paired with Eachine, and our link in the description box. She'll have coupon codes, and a lot of times Eachine will give us a really nice coupon code for our subscribers, so that might be the deciding point. I'm not going to say it'll save you a huge chunk of money, but geez, it should at least cover your McDonald's later or something, so that's pretty good. So we're just flying around nice and scale, just showing you guys that even if I'm pushing the sticks completely full and crazy like this, it really doesn't make the helicopter do too much because we're in a GPS stabilized mode. And you notice when I took my hands off the controls and walked back behind the camera, it's just locked in. We're just locked solid. That's a nice GPS mode. I could do that the entire flight, but obviously I'm not going to. Now we can increase our rates. Let's go high rate, which means we can fly around a little faster, be a little more aggressive with our maneuvers if we want to look like we're in an action movie instead of just giving tourist rides there, that we can increase the rates. But what I like to do, and I want to see if I can pull it off, is fly up in high rates. We have to be at a certain height, which about right there, about as high as it wants me to go. We're going to go to mode. I think we hold it. And there we go. We're inverted, just like that. First try. So very easy to do once you've done it. Obviously, it took me a minute the last time, so much so that I had to cut it out. Everything, the controls are flying exactly like if it were completely upright, and that's the beauty of this GPS assisted flight mode. So right now when I'm pulling back on the right stick, it's just doing what it's supposed to do. And check this out. Even in some wind, we have that GPS assisted flight mode. We're even getting viewers over there, so let's fly it around inverted some because I got it upside down early enough into the flight that I actually should have a little bit of cruise time here while we're inverted. And you know, it makes me look like a pro to the bystanders when really it's just flying like a GPS drone. I'm not going to say that very loud so they don't know that. They think I'm a really good pilot and I'm flying an Airwolf upside down. How stinking cool is that? Now, what I am curious about, and I never really get to test this, is when I have it inverted, if I want to flip it back over, can I do it fairly low or do I have to be a certain height up? So let's just go about right here in case of any altitude loss. Press and hold mode, pick a direction, and look at that. So we don't have to be super high up to get it back over. It was really cool. I want to see how low it'll let us go into the flip mode, and you can pick any direction. So let's say you want to do a forward flip to get inverted. We should essentially be able to do that. We're going to press and hold mode while we're in high rates GPS mode and push forward. Nope. So to get it inverted, we do have to be a certain height up. So let's get it about right there. See if that's high enough. Press and hold mode. Forward. Look at that. Oh yeah, that's cool. Now that little wild move was all it. I think it wants to flip upside down probably easier on its side. It took a little while to automatically recover by flipping it forward, but that's still really, really, really cool. I mean, you can flip this upside down, take your hands off the controls. This is hands-free, guys. And just make yourself look like a really good pilot and you're flying the Airwolf. This is a really awesome helicopter. I know for the size, people kind of expect the price to be a little bit lower, but also you just got to think about what we're doing right now with this helicopter, and the technology with it is very, very impressive. And the scale looks, I mean, this is a shelf queen. This is a model helicopter, but we're actually flying it out here inverted like a champ, but it's actually extremely easy to do. So you're going to take off in GPS mode, and even in low rate, that's what you kind of take off in. When you put this thing in high rates, all you have to do is take it to a certain altitude, which is something like about 25-30 feet up, and then you press and hold the mode button and then pick a direction on the right stick, and it kind of goes like this. A little while of recovery, but you have a little faith, a little trust in it, and allow for about maybe 5 feet or more, ideally, of recovery time for the helicopter. So I'm really glad that I've got the whole process memorized and easier now. And we have telemetry, which tells me we're at about half battery, which is insane. I'll just cruise around a little bit more.
Save battery for shorts, please.
Yeah, okay, I can do that. Sounds good.
So it only came with one battery, right?
No, it actually has 2 batteries, but I did only charge one.
I see.
But I think we got about a half charge on the other. So, ready to land. I'm going to lock the motor when we touch down. Just got to watch for the wind. We touch down and then lock the motor. Nice.
Quiet spool down.
Crazy. So one thing that I really like, I mean, they've really got the scale details down to the little rocket pods. You know, we've kind of showed you guys this stuff in the other video too, and it is really just identical to the other helicopter. It's really just rebranded, and I think you're probably safe to just go with whichever one is on sale the best. In this case, I'm guessing Abby will have a good coupon code, making this one a really good sale. One thing I like about these helicopters is the display. It might be hard to see because it is bright out, but that's a collared display, and it's not just the old school. I mean, I think that's LCD, possibly, where they used to just be the it's okay, you just gotta, it's a much better display than what used to be included on these helicopters, so it's nice to see improvements on this too. Look,
you need to make an even more universal sunshade.
I wish I could. I'm working. It's hard. It's so hard to make that thing adjustable. I tried and it was so wonky and didn't work very well, but it works well on the Spectrum ones. So Airwolf, if you want to own an Airwolf, now's the time to do it. It's extremely easy to fly, and even apparently impressive enough to have people pull over and watch me fly it inverted. Watch me fly it inverted. It's really the GPS doing most of that. So very cool helicopter. It'll be linked in the description box below. Just know that using that link does help to support our channel and our family at no extra cost to you. And I want to say a massive thanks to God for blessing us with the time to jump in front of the camera and share this experience with you guys. And a massive thanks as well to our Patreon supporters, because we couldn't do what we do as often as we do it without your insanely awesome support. If you want to see more scale helicopters on the channel, we'll have a hand-picked video popping up right about now just for you. Thanks for watching. We'll see you there.
Bye.